welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome to a TBR bingo video. Oh my goodness, I haven't said that in a really long time. Now hold your horses. If you've been a part of my channel for a really long time and you know of TBR bingo, don't get too excited because the actual game is not coming back. But after a year almost of not being able to do TBR bingo, I realized how much I missed it, and I have found a different alternative to this video as a way to bring bingo back to my channel, go back to my roots, but it's not going to be like my game that I created on my own. But best believe I've heard all of you guys, I've heard what you guys are saying about missing TBR bingo, and believe me, I miss it too. I cannot wait until I can bring it back again. But for the meantime, I have found a website that allows me to create my own bingo boards, and I figured it would be kind of fun to add this separate TBR game into my monthly routine, but as a way that doesn't always require me to add more books to my TBR. Sometimes it will, but I have made it so that it's possible that I can just get 5 books on my list that I am already required to read, but these have become like the top requirements of books that I want to prioritize throughout the month. So I'm using a bingo creator card, and I have uploaded a bunch of covers of books that I already plan on reading this month for my TBR Tarot. If you have not already seen that video, you're going to want to go watch it before you watch this. I'll leave it in the cards above. The only reason why I say that is all of the books that I currently have on here are on my TBR Tarot. So if you don't want to be spoiled for what I pick for my prompts, then you're going to want to watch that first. If you don't care, then you may continue. I uploaded the 19 books that I had to read for TBR Tarot, and then to make my full bingo board, I added in a few more books that I would like to read that will finish up series or books that I'm just really excited to prioritize. So basically how this is going to work is I'm going to pull up this bingo board every month. Each month it will change with the books that are currently on my list are books that I want to read for that particular month, and then I will play a game of bingo, and the 5 books that give me a bingo will be the books that I prioritize throughout the month. That being said, like I said, I could choose ones that are already on my Tarot TBR, or they could be books that aren't on there. For a month where I only have like 8 pulls, a lot more of the books are going to be books that I didn't particularly choose, but I'm still excited to read, and I can add them onto my TBR for the month. But for a month like January, where I had 19 books to read, most of them are from that video. Hopefully you can easily understand what I mean by this game. If not, you'll be able to understand it once I start playing, and I'm excited. So without further ado, let's play our very first round of TBR bingo. Okay, so as you can see, I currently have my bingo board already pre-created, and I'm going to start the game. Like I said, any 5 books that get me a bingo are what I'm going to prioritize throughout the month. What I'll do is I'll play the game, and then I'll pull the 5 books that I'm planning on reading, and I will go over them with you. There is a free space, so that's just an extra reward for me if I end up getting a bingo that is using the free space. I only have 4 books instead of 5. So without further ado, let's play. Oh, I love bingo. This brings me joy every single time. All right, we have Forever Never by Lucy Score. This is a big book, so if I could like put at the top of my TBR, I will not be mad about it. Call number 2 is QB Tyler's Unconditional. Where is that? Down here. Okay, this is nerve-wracking because I don't know if the books I want to read are going to be picked. Crimson River is not on my TBR, and I would have to finish the short story before I can move on to that one. So that's like extra homework, so we'll see. Auction by Blood is my Kindle pick for the month, so honestly, I need the extra push to read that one. I would not be mad if that one got picked. We just talked about this one. This is the short story in the Edens series. So far, we're looking good. Omen of Ice, where's that? Over here. Okay, like nothing is happening in this little section, but we're getting some. Shutout by Avery Keelan. Okay, again, not on my TBR, but it would be finishing a series, but the audiobook for that one doesn't come out until the end of the month. So that would be one that I would really have to make sure that I actually get read. Okay, Caught Up by Liz Tomford. That would be catching myself up in that series, in the Windy City series, so I would be fine with that. The Rebel. Okay, that one is one that I do need to read. I just marked my free space because I forgot about it. Dark Harmony, where's that? Okay, interesting. I do need to read it anyway, so I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, you already know this is getting read. We are getting close to a bingo here, people. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Cruel Seduction. Definitely one that I want to read, but is not on my TBR. A False Start is also not on my TBR, but we're getting close to a bingo. I'm seeing 2 different spots. Let's see if it actually happens. A Photo Finish. Okay, that's the other book in that series. The Temporary Wife. Oh wait, we got a bingo a long time ago. Dark Harmony. I didn't even realize. Oh, I just got the bingo. Duh. Okay, perfect. All the books that are on here are actually on my TBR, and I only have to read 4. I only have to prioritize 4 because my bingo ended up with the free space. So we have Forever and Ever, The Temporary Wife, Dark Harmony, and The Edens, a short story. So let me grab those and we can talk about them. Okay, let's start at the top left. We have Forever and Ever by Lucy Score. This is a book that I literally don't know anything about. The back says, you don't fall for your brother's high school sweetheart, your boss's daughter, and your ex-wife's best friend, especially when they're all the same woman. It sounds like it's gonna be a messy time. I am excited for it. Hopefully I can like this one as much as the, what's that series called? The Knock 'Em Out series. I'm a little nervous. This will be my first Lucy Score outside of that, so we shall definitely see if I can prioritize it and love it. I think it's small town, and it looks kind of like snowy setting. It's on my winter TBR, so I am really excited for it. Hopefully I can get to that one and love it. The next one is The Temporary Wife by Katerina Mora. This is the second book in the Windsor Brothers series. This one's following Luca. When Luca Windsor's secretary suddenly quits her job shortly after his family forces him into an unwanted engagement, he set out to solve both problems by secretly marrying his secretary Valentina instead. The rules are simple. Don't fall in love, keep their marriage a secret at work, and share a bed every night. Interesting. It was meant to be a straightforward and mutually beneficial deal. But with every day that passes, it becomes clearer to Luca that the one thing that Valentina wants is the only thing he can never do. Letting her go. Ooh, sounds good. I didn't love the first book in the series, but I am excited for book 2. Then we have Dark Harmony by Laura Thalassa. This is the last and final book in the Bargainer series. The first book follows Calypso. After one night, she does something that is not the best, and she calls on the bargainer to help her clean up this mess. The bargainer is known in this world for making deals, but when he comes to collect payment for those deals, it is paid at a very steep price. However, Calypso and the bargainer end up creating a relationship, and she ends up with hundreds and hundreds of beads by the bargainer. He leaves for several years, and when he comes back, he requires payment. The first payment is in the form of a kiss, and it follows it from there. The bargainer is Fae, and Calypso is a siren. It is a fantasy romance. I really enjoy this world, and I really like these characters, so I'm very curious to see how the series is going to come to an end, and hopefully I love it as much as the rest of the books in the series. And finally, we have The Edens, a Legacy Story by Daphne Perry. This is the short story that follows the parents in the Edens series, and I believe this is like the 5th, technically, like 4.5 in the series, if I can count properly, which I can't, so if that's wrong, I'm sorry. So yeah, this one follows Anne Snow when she falls in love with their father. I believe that's what the story is, but I'm really excited for it. I've heard it's really good. It's only 68 pages. There's no audiobook for it, but I am pumped for it. I'm currently trying to make my way through the Edens series and finish it up. Once I read this one, I only have Crimson River and Sable Peak left, and then I'll be done with that series as well. So any reason for me to finish up series is a good enough reason to start with. Okay, these are the 4 books that I have to prioritize, called by TBR Bingo. I know this is not my original TBR Bingo, but I like the idea of bringing it back in whatever form I can. If you like this, please feel free to let me know. I know it's a shorter video for me, but I thought it was just fun and fast-paced and a fun way to add some books to my TBR. You know, not that my TBR isn't long enough this month. If you did enjoy this video, leave a number emoji, any number. I think they have like the numbers and the squares. I'll pop one on the screen if I can remember to do it in editing. But any number, whatever is your lucky number, feel free to pop that down in the comments. If you've read any of the books I talked about today or were up on screen, feel free to let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you plan on reading for the month of January. That is the end of this video, though. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And of course, leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Baby, turn it down like a sweet and ready. Keep it nice and steady. Know that you've been keeping